Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we have got a Luch Green video. This is 9 most disturbing home security videos ever taken. We don't get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment thing down below. If you'd like to help me out with donation, you can do super thanks or link to my PayPal being in the description. Let's go.
Number 9.
Friends you can't trust, okay?
This CCTV footage, taken on April 2nd, 2017, shows two brothers and another person pushing a wheelbarrow with what was believed to be human remains on it.
Excuse me?
The footage was taken from the backyard of the suspect's neighbor. The brothers can be seen walking back and forth, only wearing underwear, from their house to the area believed to be where they set the victim's body on fire and buried it not far away.
Look, I don't want to sound like I'm some weird dude, but if you're going out and about, I don't care where you live, put some goddamn clothes on if you got some. Don't walk around in your underwear. Ain't no one wants to see you in your goddamn underwear.
According to the police, the victim was dismembered by the brothers in their bathroom, and later his remains were transported one by one to the area.
Why would you do something like that? That's just pure evil. That's brothers to do that. That's evil shit.
The third person with some clothes on can be seen helping the brothers transporting the dismembered remains and other items used in the murder. At one point, the victim's hair can be seen peeking through while the three men were struggling to push the wheelbarrow together. The two brothers, who were aged 16 and 17 at that time, were arrested for the
16 and 17? Oh my god, you're old enough to know. I don't feel like a 16 and 17-year-old should know not to take the life of another human, especially and bury it and burn it and all that. And they know something gonna happen to them. I don't know why 16, 17-year-olds have no... That's not the age where you can say you didn't know. In fact, I feel like there shouldn't be any age where you can say you didn't know nothing would happen. Evil, boys. Evil.
killing. Police identified the minor suspects as Ronaldo Chai III and Reynaldo Chai IV, and their victim as 19-year-old Lyndon Messensen, whose parents had reported him missing since April the 3rd. According to the police, Lyndon was actually a friend to the brothers. Authorities are still looking for the third suspect, known only as Lance. A screenshot from a chat room exchange between one of the suspects and a witness show the suspects were entertaining the idea of beating up Lyndon for allegedly stealing a cell phone charger. Lyndon's father said his son had been missing for almost 2 weeks.
Cell phone charger, my man, they're like $1 or something. Like, they're not even that expensive. I got like 2 or 3 of them on standby because mine sometimes don't work. Don't mean if someone takes mine, I'm going to make a big hoopla over it. I mean, you shouldn't steal, but like, you should. I ain't going to murder you for stealing my goddamn cell phone charger. They ain't that damn expensive. Ain't nothing special about them. They're just a cell phone charger. I don't know why. If they stole your cell phone, that's something else. That's expensive shit. Still shouldn't murder them, but at least, you know, that's some expensive shit. The fucking charger's cheap as shit.
Before his body was found at a compound in Barangay Ampid dos San Mateo, Rizal, Philippines on April the 11th. The brothers allegedly killed Lyndon right in the house where they lived at around 7 p.m. on April the 1st. The brothers had been living alone in the house as their father died not long ago, and their mother is working in the United Kingdom. San Mateo Municipal Police only learned about the incident from an informant at around 3 p.m. on April the 5th. According to the informant, he saw a suspicious steel drum that smells really bad. He adds that, not far away from the drum, was a freshly dug pit. Police checked the area on April the 11th. In the yard, they dug up the drum with the victim's dismembered...
Wait, why did it take so long? I mean, April 5th, they got told, and April 11th is when that's like 6 days. Took almost a week. go check that out.
Body in it, along with the tools allegedly used to decapitate Lyndon: a wood saw, a knife.
That is insane. Look at this. All the stuff they used to kill this dude for over a cell phone charger. Stupid fucks. Oh, evil. Pure fucking evil.
A hacksaw, a metal saw, a pair of sheet shears, a hammer, and a bolo. Number 8.
The setup. Ooh, okay.
In May 2015, a 21-year-old woman was attacked in her Overland Park home, and her security system caught it on camera. Katie O'Connor is too frightened to go back to her own apartment and feels partly responsible because she trusted a friend. In the video captured by O'Connor's hidden camera, one can see her struggling to breathe in a chokehold. The attack happened at about 9:30 a.m. Tuesday near West 106th Street.
Bro, I don't want to sound like I'm a dick. It's just, you know, that's a horrifying fucking experience. But brother, let me tell you something. I'll be getting killed before you be doing this to me. I ain't gonna let you put me in no damn chokehold. Are you kidding me? You gonna try to hold me, that's fine. You put me in a chokehold, shit's fucking changing, bro. What mood changes immediately? Yeah, it's easy to do a... It's what most people don't try to do. Like, you ain't gonna see many people. It's a weird thing. You'll see more people do, like, try to rob women, right? And try to do shit to women. Try to take advantage of women. Because they know they can do shit to them. A man, you can do shit. Usually if they try to rob, because in this case, right? They're trying to rob, they're robbing her. They don't have any weapons on them. Not that I can see, they can see at least. He might tell us they do, but at this moment, they don't got weapons on them. Telling you this, if a man by himself lived in this thing and they tried to rob it, there'd be a gun there. There'd be a gun there. Because there's no gun there, the man's just gonna whoop his, the man's gonna fight back. The man's not gonna let you rob them. It's always, the tone for crimes, the attitude for crimes is usually different if it's just a woman, you know? It's really weird.
O'Connor said she told a friend that she was trying to get rid of her ex-boyfriend's carpentry tools. But the only business these guys were into was stealing. O'Connor said she doesn't know the two men, but the woman, nervously pacing the floor in the surveillance video, was someone she knew. They planned play dates for their children, and she talked to her about going back to school. But now she believes it was a setup. The alleged thieves took the money she had for college.
Hold on, I have to ask something, right? How long have you been, I would have to know how long you've been friends before I decide if it's a setup. If you've only been friends for a short time, then yeah, maybe it's a setup. If you've been friends for like years, I doubt it. All I'd say is probably you just gave, she probably had hard times and you gave her an opening. You just gave her an opening.
College tuition and her rent, the tools, and a safe. The only saving grace for O'Connor was her hidden cameras inside her apartment. She put them in 3 months ago when she hired a new nanny. Number.
Did they get caught? You didn't say any names or anything, so I don't know if they've been caught or not. Were they caught?
7.
Mary Hunt.
This disturbing video released by a millionaire businessman shows his ex-fiancée striking herself violently in the face. According to his ex-fiancée.
Oh my god! Okay, look, if this doesn't scream crazy woman, I don't know what does. This woman is... No, this is crazy woman. This is a crazy... You can't tell me this is not what a crazy woman looks like. What the fuck is wrong with her? She's insane.
Fiancé, he abused her, but the video showing her hitting herself is raising questions. The woman in the video is 29-year-old Mary Hunt. She is seen slapping herself on the head over and over again while sitting on a bed in a pink top. Mary claims her ex-fiancé Scott Mitchell, 45, was violent towards her, and she suffered black eyes and bruises at the hands of the Florida businessman. Attorneys for Scott are releasing selected clips from his home security system to refute Mary's claims that he was abusive. Scott's attorney said, "There is no evidence that he ever beat her. This video now demonstrates that she is striking herself in the same area of the face and head that they allege Scott struck her. But Mary's attorney says Scott was
I would love to know what the audio of this clip says. I would love to know the audio of what she's screaming when she's doing this.
abusive, and that her black eye was from an argument with Scott a week after the taped incident. Mary's attorney said,
Look, I'm gonna be honest here, right? I can't say if he was abusive or not. I'm not in a relationship. However, most abusive people are not smacking themselves in the head a bunch of times like this. That's all I'm going to say. Most abusive people are not doing that. I don't know many. There might be some people who do that, but I can't say that's not, it's not possible to believe someone do it. But usually, though, that's crazy ass shit. That looks crazy. That looks like someone who'd fake doing that. Right? That looks like someone who'd fake doing it. And what's insane is there probably is more cases like this. There are probably way more women, and I'll say women mostly for this part. Way more women or men, I will say or men, but I feel like women have probably done this more, no offense, that would fake abuse. Would fake marks or do this, hit themselves to get marks and bruises and black eyes, and then just say that their partner hit them. And because it's such a common thing, weirdly, domestic violence is, when you say, no one fucking doubts it. They just go with it. That's what's so insane. A woman could say a man hit her with no evidence whatsoever, and everyone they say to will believe them. They won't even question it. Not for 1 second. They won't even question it. They will just take it and they will go with it, and then the man will have himself be accused as a woman hitter or woman abuser, and it just, no one thinks twice on it. Fucking insanity how the world works these days. And I always find it so fucking weird that we just never question it. We have to take everything at face value. We would be insulted if we dare question a woman who claims she was being abused. How we'd be the ones that would be approving domestic violence or whatever. We'd be all pro for it if we question it. Like, the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? We should be questioning it. You should have evidence. Because I'm not one that's going to say you're lying. But just because you say it, I can't take it as that.
Scott is a manipulative psychopath, and he emotionally and physically abused her. Mary
Doesn't fucking look like him in that video.
was just in a fit of rage that day because Scott told her she couldn't go to a yoga class because he was upset she was calling off the wedding.
So she smacked the shit out of herself? I still say she might need help. Even if that's the case, that looks not normal.
Mary's lawyer points to another video of Scott as evidence of his hot temper, in which he is shown telling Mary to get out of his house. Scott has accused Mary of stealing nearly
That's what you show me. Because that don't look like the actions of a normal dude either. Normal man who's completely calm, cool, and collected ain't gonna be throwing shit like that in the middle of the rain and fucking ripping clothes and that. Ain't gonna be doing that. That's someone who could have a temper. That's someone who could have a temper.
£2 million worth of jewelry from his mansion.
Whew! Did you hear that? He accuses her of taking up to £2 million of jewelry from his mansion. Holy shit. That's an extreme accusation. That is a big amount of money you're accusing.
When the pair separated in 2015, Scott filed a lawsuit against Mary and her parents over the theft. He claims Mary stole diamonds, gold, and jewelry from his home before shipping them to her family home in Virginia. In
Interesting. Okay, so that's why. I was about to say, why do you accuse the parents? Why do you throw the parents in it? Because he thinks she shipped all the jewelry to her parents' place for them to do something with them.
October 2015,
Sell them, I guess, probably.
Mary Hunt was charged with grand theft. Scott's lawsuit is his attempt to claim costs to recover the stolen items and damages. Mary vehemently denies she ever stole anything from him. Number 6.
This is the type of thing that we will never know the actual truth. Because there's stuff that would make me believe that she didn't, that she faked it, but there's stuff that like that one video of him that would make me go, I could see it. We'll never know the actual truth, and that's most of the cases with these situations. The creepy repairman. Okay.
This is a moment a repairman's disturbing behavior is caught on a security camera in the bedroom of 2 young girls.
What the fuck?
The video appears to show the man enter the room, check to see no one is watching, then pick up a pair of the children's underwear and sniff it.
What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? That is so messed up. That is as messed up as it gets. All that I've gotten from this one now is don't leave no repairmen in that by themselves. Oh, watch their every move. Fucking disturbed individual.
Jason Cooper was disgusted when he checked the
I would be too. I did home that repairman down, he only had his ass fucking handed to him.
footage of a Nest camera attached to his 3-year-old daughter's crib and found the middle-aged repairman sniffing the underwear of his 3- and 5-year-old daughters. Cooper said his wife thought the man was creepy, but they hired him anyway to conduct repairs in their new home. The repairman was hired to fix scratches on the floor made after the Cooper family moved into their Playa Vista home. Cooper was in another room as the repairman pulled his sniffing stunt. In the video, the man is seen walking around the bedroom, going over to the hamper and peeking inside. He then reaches in, touching the clothes and pulling out a pair, and he's sniffing or licking, doing something disgusting with my either 5-year-old or 3-year-old's underwear, Cooper told the station. The man goes back again several times, and in one instance, appears to pocket the girl's underwear before leaving. After seeing the video, Cooper said he filed a police report and confronted him by phone. The man gasped when Cooper told him he had been recorded. Number 5.
You confronted him on phone. By phone. Brother, I've been confronted by person. Oh, I've been confronted. Oh, you're gonna know how I feel. Brother, I'm gonna have you backed up against a wall. I'm gonna tell police. Look, he's coming here today. I got the video. You better get here. You better be here at the same day and time. We better get here not long after he shows up. Because I'm going to give you a short period of time while confronting him peacefully. But after that short period of time, and him, if he denies it, all hell about to break loose on his ass. Aaron Campbell.
This is the chilling moment Aaron Campbell crept into his mother's house to shower after raping and murdering 6-year-old Alicia McPhail.
What the
Campbell,
fuck?
16, was caught on CCTV leaving.
That is a you going to hell. You going to hell, boy. You going to hell. In fact, you going even beyond hell. Even Satan himself is gonna be disgusted at your ass. He gonna be going over. He don't want nothing to do with your ass. He gonna leave your ass in purgatory, just where you fucking thing. When you ain't in heaven, you're not in hell. You just in darkness. You don't deserve being. You're an insult to hell, for fuck's sake.
Leaving his family home on the Isle of Butte at 1:54 a.m. on July 2nd, 2018, before he abducted the little girl from her bed and subjected her to horrific abuse. He was then seen returning home at 3:35 a.m. to shower, and 10 minutes later was spotted leaving again wearing nothing but a pair of shorts. He then returned at 3:52 a.m., only to leave once more 6 minutes later carrying a torch. Campbell then arrived home for the final time at 4:02 a.m., just over 2 hours before Alicia's family reported her missing. Her body was discovered dumped in a woodland that same morning.
Bro, you know how quickly I throw his ass under a bus. You know how quickly I throw him under the bus if I knew him. If I saw this Campbell footage, if I lived in a household and he wasn't around, I'd be like, we gotta report him. They'd be like, no, I don't know, he did it. I'm like, look. He left around the same time she probably got taken. He returned around the same time, not long after. You gotta throw that in. It's gonna be revealed. You gotta give it to him. I don't know if he did it either. I hope he did it, but you can't rule it out.
And a post-mortem determined she had suffered 117 separate injuries. Pathologist John...
This dude is pure I hope he... I hope his death has happened soon. Oh, I pray for his death. Oh, I pray for his death. I hope when he gets to prison that the people in the prison beat the living daylights out of him. I hope they make him suffer. I hope jail's the worst experience for this guy. I don't give a fuck. He's 16. I hope he gives the worst life experience, the worst prison experience you could have, because he deserves for this shit. He deserves it.
John Williams agreed the injuries to her private parts were catastrophic, more severe than any he had ever seen before, and were at least partially inflicted while she was still alive. Her cause of death was given as forceful pressure to her neck and face. Campbell tried to claim the killer was the girlfriend of Alicia's dad, but the CCTV crucially showed his movements.
Oh my god, Campbell even tried to blame it on someone else. You fucking prick. Jesus. You're gonna try to blame it on someone else.
The footage comes after Campbell's mom told Glasgow High Court she was surprised to see the CCTV footage as she believed he had gone to bed. Jeanette Campbell, 54, said her heart sank when she saw the footage of him disappearing in the middle of the night when she reviewed her CCTV. And she knew she had to call cops when she spotted her son had vanished for an hour at the time the 6-year-old was last seen tucked up in bed.
That is what a mother should be doing. That is how it should be done. She looked at that footage and could not in her mind explain to herself why her kid, her 16-year-old, was sneaking out for an hour at the same time the 6-year-old who lives nearby him went to missing and returns an hour later and switches clothes and leaves again. She can't explain it. She cannot explain it to the point she had to phone it in. She had to call police and be like, I can't believe I have to say this. You need to investigate my kid. Everything adds up to him right now.
She added that she had quizzed her son on his dirty feet, but he claimed he had been outside looking for his mobile phone. Campbell was found guilty following a 9-day trial at the High Court in Glasgow. The jury took only 3 hours to find him responsible. Reporting restrictions were lifted on February 22, 2019, allowing the press to name Campbell after a judge described him as being behind some of the wickedest, most evil crimes this court has ever heard.
Agreed. Glad he was sentenced again. I hope his experiences in jail, juvie, wherever the fuck he is the worst you can have, because he deserves to suffer so very much.
Number 4. On November 7, 2016, police in Wyoming, Michigan released a haunting video showing Brady Ostrike, a Craigslist killer, setting up a sex torture dungeon where he kept an 18-year-old girl chained for 5 days before killing her. The disturbing video shows Ostrike gearing up for the eventual abduction, torture, and murder.
I remember these videos too. I never watched the full videos. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I watched the whole thing. I did not, thank fucking God for that. But I have seen this clip, these short clips before. And I know this case, and this is fucking evil. This is as evil as it gets. This is as psychopathic as it gets. This guy is all of what's wrong with humanity. Him and the dude behind the kid, the 16-year-old, them two are just pure fucking evil.
Murder. In the footage, Ostrike prepares a torture chamber by setting up chains, cleaning a dog crate where he later placed his victim, Brooke Slocum, and readying a pulley system with ropes hanging from the ceiling. He was also seen laying out a lingerie and underwear. The video is dated July 5, 2014, 1 full week before the murders. Another video, dated July 12th, shows Ostrike loitering in the basement and his bathroom.
Pretty sure it was the day after or the day
Hours
after?
later, Brooke Slocum, 18, and her boyfriend Charles Openair, 25, were supposed to meet with Ostrike after connecting on the online marketplace Craigslist. Ostrike allegedly was to pay the pair for sex. Police alleged Ostrike killed and beheaded Openair the night they met up. However, police believe he kept Slocum, who was 8 months pregnant, captive in his basement for...
I have to say this. I know this is fucked because if she's the victim. Why the fuck are you having sex and paying for sex from strangers when you're about to give birth to a child? 8 months pregnant? You should not be doing that at 8 months pregnant. I have to say it. She should not have been doing that at 8 months pregnant anyways. Better known that she just happened to pick the most evilest human being that there is.
5 days. Openair's remains were recovered in Gizon Park, but his skull was never found then. On March 26, 2019, police discovered Openair's skull in Kent County. They used dental records to identify the skull. After Ostrike was tracked down via email and Facebook, police identified him as a suspect.
What is this picture for? Hold on, no, get back. What is this picture for? He has a cut on his head? What the fuck is this for?
A day after finding Openair's body, they prepared to raid his house. Once pursued by police on July 17th, Ostrike attempted to get away, but his vehicle crashed and he took his life via self-inflicted gunshot wound. Slocum's body was found in the trunk of Ostrike's car inside a suitcase. Her baby, who she had already named Audi, did not survive. Police released hundreds of pages of reports and pictures, along with a surveillance video, in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act request. In Ostrike's home, police found whips, swords, and bondage tools. They also found dozens of restraints, ropes, sex toys, and cattle prods strewn across his dilapidated...
Look, this is. I said this before. This is evil as fuck. I had an ex, and her current boyfriend has like things of swords and guns and shit, and they have this little cabin they put it in that's like good enough distance away. I told her, I said, look, he's a murder. He's gonna be a serial killer or something. He has it all set up for being a serial killer.
home. In addition, they recovered a medieval mask and chainmail gloves, medical gloves, and syringes. Police also recovered a sex slave contract. The contract was written by hand and involved sickening clauses such as, "I must obey my master," and "pleasure, I must earn it." And in another disturbing twist, officers who collected evidence from Ostrike's home found a child's sippy cup, a baby doll with a noose, and suitcases filled with women's clothing. But they saw no evidence of any children inside the property. Police also called in the FBI when they discovered a map of the U.S. hung on Ostrike's wall. covered from coast to coast in pushpins. Authorities panicked and thought they were dealing with a serial killer, but a former girlfriend told them that the pins represented places where he had stored food in case of the apocalypse. The report says more video.
I don't believe you, but I'll take your word for it. I don't really believe you, because this guy looks like a guy who planned to killed more.
Which was not released, shows Slocum still alive and being held captive in Ostrike's house. The last tape is dated July 17th, 1 p.m. Slocum is first seen on Ostrike's depraved video being dragged into his Taft Avenue house with handcuffs on at 1 a.m. on July 13th. According to the police reports, he wrapped a chain around her neck that had been bolted to the bathroom floor and forced her inside a dog cage. Her arms were then attached to a pulley system suspended from the ceiling, which he could manipulate at will, controlling her like a puppet. Slocum is then seen to be repeatedly assaulted and forced to smoke marijuana for several days, the documents show. The video appears to show Ostrike convinced Slocum that Open-Ear is still alive before he kills her. The autopsy carried out on Slocum revealed that her cause of death was strangulation. Number 3.
As evil as it fucking gets.
A Texas woman has told of the terrifying moment a man broke into her house in the middle of the night and put his hands over her face and neck before attempting to sexually assault her. The home invasion occurred in October 2016, early Saturday morning in
I'm gonna be surprised if this guy's not caught, because this is pretty clear camera footage.
Fort Worth and was captured on security cameras both outside and inside the house. The footage shows the attacker casing out the house and peeking through the window at the woman sleeping before entering through an unlocked window. The victim said she woke to the man strangling her and covering her face so that she couldn't scream out for help. The woman said she had come home.
There is no way this is getting ad suitability, so if you guys want to donate, I would really appreciate it, because there ain't no way I'm getting ads for this video, not with that show visual.
Late from work and fallen asleep on the couch watching an investigation discovery show called A Stranger in My Place, which can be seen.
No fucking way is she watching a show called A Stranger in My Place as a stranger enters her place. Very... I'm sorry I should laugh, but that's insane. That is insane that has that cool. What?
Seen on the television in the security footage. When the victim realized she was not dreaming, she jumped up off the couch. She said the man demanded to take her clothes off, and while she was taking off her pants, she noticed the window open. So she goes to jump out the window, but he drags her and pulls her back in. There is a scuffle, and the woman starts screaming for help. This startles the attacker, and he flees the house. The woman was shaken by the incident, but not injured. Number 2.
I want to know if this guy was caught, because that's pretty clear footage. I think they could be able to catch him.
In December 2013, this chilling footage has been released showing a burglar standing over a sleeping pensioner as he raids her home. The footage captures Patrick Reed, 51, looming over Margaret Woodward as she naps in an armchair in front of the television at her home in Long Eaton, Derbyshire. Reed, wearing a blue top with a hood up and a rucksack on his back, was caught on film after police installed cameras in Woodward's home to catch the culprit. He is seen tiptoeing around Woodward's
Wait, police set up security cameras? Did I hear that right? Hold on.
home to catch the culprit, and a rucksack on his back was caught on film after police installed cameras.
Police installed cameras to catch a... Okay, this has to be a regular break-in then. This guy's been regularly breaking into this woman's house. Because it came to the point where police were like, okay, we'll put in security cameras ourselves to catch this guy, because clearly he breaks in again. Who breaks into the same property more than once? That just seems like a terrible idea.
In Woodward's home to catch the culprit. He is seen tiptoeing around Woodward, at times just inches from her face, and lifting her handbag from the basket of her mobility scooter and rummaging through the contents. Woodward is first disturbed by the sound of Reed unzipping her handbag, but is only roused fully from her sleep when he triggers the alarm at 12:50 a.m. She jumps from her chair and chases Reed armed with a walking stick, threatening to break his kneecaps. He escaped through the bedroom window.
I went to the hurricane. I'm like, I swear to God, if I get my hands on you, I swear. She would. She looks like a wolf. She'd smack the shit out of you with that cane. And trust me, I don't know my thing. You don't want to get hit with a walking stick. Because she might look old, but trust me, an old woman would defend herself. If she needs to defend herself, she's got a stick. Oh, she smacked the shit out of you with that stick. Trust me on that. You don't want to mess with that shit.
Of her ground floor flat, but his face was caught on film.
Oh, yeah.
Reed had burgled Woodward 4 times in the space of just 12 months. Derbyshire police put secret CCTV.
What does she have that this guy kept wanting? Who breaks into the same house 4 times in a year? Like, why are you breaking into the same property? They ain't gonna have the same stuff, more expensive stuff. That ain't gonna be what happens. What are you doing?
And night vision cameras into her property in a bid to snare the crook. Reed stole £900 from his traumatized victim over a 12-month period. The career criminal was jailed for 4 years and 8 months. Woodward was awarded £1,500 from Derbyshire's High Sheriff to honor her bravery.
I wish she would have gone with the stick. I wish she would have broken his kneecap as she claimed to do with the stick. That would have been amazing.
Number 1. For the past 3 weeks, Noel Bracey has sensed that something was wrong. She has a feeling someone is watching her, and that she heard someone moaning outside her window.
What?
Noelle lives in a gated apartment complex near Vance Jackson and Huebner. Although she had felt safe in her apartment, her suspicions were proven correct early Monday morning on January 8, 2018. I opened my blinds right here and I was face to face with him, but I couldn't see his features or anything, Noel Bracey said in an interview with the station. That's why we decided to get the camera. Bracey set a camera on the ground outside her bedroom window, and the next day it captured the man she suspects has been watching her for 3 weeks. The surveillance video showed one man looking.
Isn't this the one where the cops said they couldn't do anything? I feel like I remember the cops saying they couldn't do anything to this guy or something like that.
Inside Bracey's home. After a few seconds, he appeared to notice the camera and walked away. Less than 10 minutes after the man appeared on camera, the video recording went black. Bracey said the man went around the other side of her home to steal it. The man on tape has not been identified. However, Bracey wants to warn others who have that same anxious feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.